recorded. So again, very nice welcome to you all. Today we are gathering here to discuss an interesting topic within the paravaulting sport, and it will be the educational system for paravaulting judges. And we will also have the opportunity to answer your questions. The presenters today will be Mrs. Jana Tomišková, who is the chairwoman of our paraequestrian committee, Paravaulting and Paradressage joined. And we will also have her, let's say, colleague Markéta Píšová, who is a special education teacher and paravaulting handicap classifier within our federation. And I think that we will start with the theory, and if I'm not mistaken, then in the end there will be the space for your questions afterwards. So I will leave the stage to our author of the project, Mrs. Jana Tomišková.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome everybody. So I try to share my presentation, and for sure at the end there will be space for your question, and even during the webinar, if you have any question, I'm sure that my colleague Markéta, she's very open for answering during the webinar, or we can wait till the end. So now I can share my presentation. Just so it. Okay. I am lost. Can you see my presentation?
Now, yes.
Perfect. But
this is the last slide, I guess.
This is the last slide, so I think it's better to start from the beginning.
Okay.
So our last webinar is about 3 parts. It's about the education system for paravaulting judges, and then question and answers from the previous webinars. So now you can see agenda. I will start with some theoretical part, then I try to answer some elementary questions, what I got from you, from the audience, from our friends, and then at the end we will start with discussion. Okay, so behind our back we have 5 webinars, and I'm sure all our speakers from previous webinars will join today's evening, and we were talking about horse preparation, about handicap classification, about sports training, and about therapeutic benefits. So if you have any question from this kind of area, please ask, and not even me, but I hope my colleagues will be open to answer all your questions. About our paravaulting discipline in the Czech Republic, I would like to summarize some information before I will explain our education system. So as you know, we have the sports discipline, and our system is under Czech Equestrian Federation. We have competition season, we have our guidelines for judges, and rules for paravaulting sport. Our competitions are held on the barrel and on the horse, and of course the horse is only walking, not cantering. Competition are divided into classes: individual, parade, and teams, with from 3 till 5 athletes in one team. All athletes are performing compulsory test and free test. We have 3 judges, usually 3 judges, and if there is some unforeseen situation, we can compete with only 2 judges. Okay, this is about what the judges are focusing on: safety and performance evaluation for individual abilities. About education system for our, sorry, it's not about coaches, but for the judges, the education is covered by Czech Equestrian Federation. The candidate for judging must be at least 20 years old in the year of the course will start. Each candidate must be a member. It means they must have registration for Czech Equestrian Federation and must be a holder of the riding license, which must be valid at least for 3 years in the year of examination. In our federation, we have the special category para rider. It means if you are, for example, a person with some kind of disabilities, you don't need to pass the exam for the riding license, and you can be the holder of the para rider license, and it's enough for our education system. Each candidate for the education must have a guarantor who assists the candidate through all education time and the training, and the guarantees provide you through this preparation. And the guarantor is again judge, but the judge with higher education level. We have basic education level. There you can be a national judge, and then you can be a judge with some high specialization. So the guarantee, it's going with you all the time. And now this is the basic system of paravaulting coaching education. It's conducted in following 3 stages. First one, you have to pass the test for candidates. This is very basic and quite easy test from the general rules and rules of the discipline. The general rules in Czech Equestrian Federation are coming from the FEI, Federation Equestrian International General Regulation. This regulation, this is link for the English version, so you can find the maybe 60 pages of a general regulation, which our federation translated in the Czech language, put some national differences. And this is the basic knowledge what you have to have before you want to start with the education system. And then you have to learn about paravaulting rules. This is again the link for English version for Czech paravaulting rules. And these rules we try to rebuild every year, but this is the again basic information about the sport. Then you have to follow the seminars for judges, and on the right side on the table you can see the education plan, what is done in our document of education. There is some general lectures as a psychology, first aid, organizing of the sport, organizing of the competition, then some professional information about the general rules, veterinary rules, about the doping or well-being of the horse. And these 2 parts are teaching by our specialist from the federation. And there is the special part of the seminars about vaulting rules and about the judging of vaulting or paravaulting. And there is a final exam. During the year, before you finalize the exam, during the year, you can do the training in practical decision making to be a specialization judge in our discipline. It means you should assist at least 4 competitions, but at least 15 complete competition. It means in one competition, we have lots of categories. So each category is one complete competition. So we have, for example, 5 or 6 competitions in a year. So if you assist during the year, it's enough for you. And then you should shadow judging at least in 2 competitions. And then you can combine your results with the official judge results if there is no big differences. So 4 competition is assisted and 2 competitions is shadow judging. When you finish all these theoretical and practical part, you can go for exam and then you can be judge level 1, how can I say. But this process is maybe for 1 year. It's not so like short-term course because you have to learn lots of information about all our discipline. And now I would like to show you practical exam, how they can score, how they can judge our compulsory and free test. Our compulsory consists of 5 exercises. You can see on the pictures, and each exercise has an example of basic score. This basic score are described in guidelines for judges. So I put here, for example, the second element. It's flag without arm. So this is the basic score is the perfect position, perfect mechanic. The leg is in the line with your head, so is the best score number 10. But it's almost how can I say, only the gut can do these elements for the 10. And then there is some deduction. The basic score 8. The leg is a little bit with one line with the body, not with the head. The basic score 6. The leg is under the line with the back. And if it's a basic score 4, it's like banana style. And then on the right side, you can see our paper, our document from the judge. This is the real document from my vaulter from one competition. So there is some information, who is it, where it was held the competition, who was the judge, MP2, it means the category, the classification of handicap. The C means there is the judge number C. And then you can, they will write the score from each elements. So it must be very quick in their head to put the basic score and then some deduction, for example, 7.9 or 6.6. So this is only 5 elements and 5 scores to each person, each vaulter. The freestyle is a little bit complicated because they will put only 3 scores, but all these scores are totally different from different area. The first one is difficulty. The second one is technical performance. And the third one is overall performance. Our freestyle is without time limit, and it's performed along with the music, with static and dynamic elements. And 10 most difficult exercises has been counted to degree of difficulty. No horse score in Czech Republic. So for explanation, we have the table of basic elements on the left side. Describe the difficulty. E means easy, M means middle, and D means difficult. So you can see, for example, the first 3 pictures, when they are kneeling and holding the surcingles, it's very easy. So it's E. If they put one hand or one leg to the air, it's middle, difficult. If they put one leg and one hand, so it's D, like difficult. And each element, it's scored by the degree of difficulty. So there is the protocol, and the judge is writing to the protocol each element, if it's static or dynamic, with the difficulties, degree of difficulties, and the number of technical performance. For example, E means it was easy element with 2 deduction from the 10. And so there is almost in all elements are some deductions. And then you can, we have some special table for the score of degree of difficulty. If there is, for example, 10 times D, it means it's the difficulties, it's the score is 10. If it's 8 times D, 2 times M, so the difficulty is 9.6. But this is again special table for the judges. They don't need to calculate it. They can look into the table, and then they can collect all these deductions. 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2, it means 30, and 10 minus 30, it's the technical performance 7. So it's till now it is mathematical, how can I say, methods, and overall performance, it's everything. it's a little not objective, is little subjective. How they can do choreography with the music, how they can be in the harmony with the horse, how they can change the position, how they can be softly for the horse. So everything what can be inside the freestyle, how it can looks good or not good for the judge. So that's 3 scores, and we have coefficient 2 for the technical performance. It means we would like to see the freestyle not so difficult, but with clear performance. So not to try to put all the difficult elements. It can be only, for example, some difficult elements, some middle elements, maybe an easy elements, but clear performance and smiling and not danger. Now I can see, I can show you the score, the list of scores. It's from our Czech championship last year. We have only Excel software for the scores. So this is the final list for individual category mental handicap 2, second level. So we have 9 competitors. The first one is compulsory. The second one results are freestyle first round, because Czech championship is with 2 rounds. So next days they perform the second freestyle, and there is the average of the total score and how they finished from first place. So you can see the final score is the best one is 7.8, and on the 9th place is 6.6. So I think it's not so big differences. It means sometimes it's only, how can I say, one smile can affect the final result. Okay, so it was about the scoring, very quickly explanation how we are doing the evaluation of paravaulting competition. And now I would like to move to a totally different area, and it's about the question and answers, what I got from our friends, and what I think it's good to answer, because this presentation you can find even online, because it's recorded, so you can come back to the presentation. Maybe you will find the answer what you have in your mind right now. Okay, so from the beginning, about the organizational question. What condition must the club meet to start with paravaulting? So the basic is to have access for a suitable horse and safe training area, indoor or outdoor. It was not necessary to have only outdoor riding space. Lots of clubs are doing this sport only with outdoor area. And then you need some personal support, a lunger, motivated coach, assistant or volunteers for the safety during the training, and of course, many children. Is there a special permission or registration needs for the paravaulting club? In Czech Republic, we don't have any formal permission for doing this sport, but it is recommended to register with some national equestrian federation, which can offer some methodological support or access to official competition. It's not necessarily only equestrian federation. It can be equine facilitated association. It can be, for example, Special Olympics organization or Virtus organization, but any kind of covered organization which can offer the space for support, the space for education, the space for meeting, and any kind of activities. How many people are needed to run a paravaulting club? So, from our experience, you need at least one coach and 1 or 2 assists for the training session. We also recommended to have 1 certified judge in each club for good organizing for competition. And of course, you need a lunger, and the lunger must be certificated, or it must be a riding instructor. So at least 3 till 4 people is needed to fluent paravaulting sport. About the general question, what type of disabilities can athlete have to participate in paravaulting? Paravaulting is open for athletes with physical, sensory, or intellectual disabilities or disadvantages. Participation in competition requires classification into the official disability categories. So it's a very unique sport which can be open for all kinds of health disabilities, not only some special group. But the classification is very needed. Now we can go for some technical question. What type of horse is suitable for paravaulting? The most important is that the horse must be calm down, well balanced, and with smooth and rhythmic walk and stable temperament. Because the paravaulting is performing in walk, the horse must have clear 4-beat gait without defects and with steady cadence. It is perfect if the horse has some experience with children and people with disabilities and is trained to work on the lunge. But everything you can teach the horse going on the lunge, you can teach them very quickly. And I think if you want to use, for example, draft horse, this is perfect breed for paravaulting. But even if you want to use pony, it's open, and we don't have any requires of how the horse looks like, but only behavior. So, does the horse need to meet any requirements to participate in competition? We have only one requirement, and this is the age, minimum of 5 years old. In the past years, we have one rule that the horse must pass a special lunge test, but we removed this point because we know that the responsibility for the horse is only on the qualified lunger. The horse can perform perfect examination, and next days they will not be able to do this sport. So it's not good qualification to perform only one exam. So we erase it, and we said that the lunger or the owner of the horse knows about the horse everything. So they have to decide if the horse is ready for competition or ready for the training. About the safety and training, what are the qualification requirements for paravaulting coaches, lungers, classifiers, judges in the Czech Republic? So the qualification for coaches, they should have, but it's not like needs. The basic coaching license in gymnastics is perfect, or equestrian sport, or combination. And they should complete the training in working with people with disabilities. They have to know information about the behaviors and about special training methods for people with kind of disabilities. But for coaches, we don't have any special education under Czech Equestrian Federation because the coach is every time in the backstage and the coach is only like the provider of your career. But the lunger should be an experienced rider who can control the horse. So the lunger must be at least 18 years old and hold a valid lunger certificate or riding instructor license. So if the lunger has riding license or instructor license, they don't need to pass a lunger certification. But if they are beginners and they don't have it, we have one special theoretical and practical exam only for the lungers, and they need to prove their abilities for lunging, because the lunger is an athlete at the same position as a vaulter. If they are competing together, so the lunger, the athlete, and the horse, they are a team, so they must prove their education. The judge. As I explained it before, the judge must complete paravaulting specific course, and they can grow up. They can be the national judge, and maybe in one day we can see they can be international judge. Classifier. Classifier should have expertise with disability and movement analysis. In Czech Republic, we have three ladies. They are classificators for disability. All of them, they have education in special education or in physiotherapy or in rehabilitation medicine. So it's necessary to have some special education from the background. But honestly, we don't have any special education for the classifier. Maybe in the future, we will do something for the classificators, how they can educate it for paravaulting sport. Okay, and some practical questions. How to attract the first athletes? Should the club cooperate with the schools or rehabilitation center? Yes, it is highly recommended to build some partnership with schools, special education institutions, rehabilitation centers, hypotherapy centers, organization support people with disabilities. Or you can go through some community events and social media. And I'm sure if some organizers will know about this sport, so the families will spread this information and you can find athletes quite easy. What tests or procedures are used for classifying athletes for competition and when do they take place? Classification is usually done before the competition season. It means from the January till March, or for the newcomers, it can be done during the season. It's not necessary to do it only in 1 month, but we are not doing it during the competition. The classifying process is doing before the competition because you need to put them some category. And during the competition, there is not so much free time to do this classification. How does the training proceed in paravaulting looks like? Okay, so this is generally description of the training proceeds. The group size, we can recommend from 7 till 12 athletes for 1 session. With a minimum of 3 coaches, volunteers, assistant per session. In my club, we have 15 athletes right now, and I can feel it's quite a lot for 1 session. Maybe if you have 2 horses, 3 horses, it's okay. But if you have only 1 horse, 1 barrel, 3 assistants, so there is very hard work. Okay, the frequency from 1 till 2 times per week, 1 till 2 hours per session. If they have training 2 times per week, so you can see the results, you can see how they improve very, very well. Instruction format, I think every time it is mix of individual and group training. Sometimes you need to explain individually, and sometimes you are working together. For example, if you compete in a team, so you need to find new choreography. But every child is unique, and every child needs some individual behavior. And the session structure is very basic as in the other sports. First warm-up, then some gymnastics elements, training on the barrel, practice on the horse, and then cool down and try to ask for some feedback. So if you have training 1 hour and a half, so it's very quick. Each part must be very quick and very effectiveness. Okay, and for the development of the sport, What support does the Czech Equestrian Federation provide for clubs and athletes? So we are really happy that the Czech Federation is actively supported development. So they approved every year the official competition rules. If we try to change some sentences, they organize the seminars for coaches and judges. They include paravaulting in the official competition system. It means we can use the unique equestrian information system for competition registration. It's very easy and helpful for us if we organize the competition. So we have everything in our equestrian information system. And what are the opportunities for involvement and international structures? So the clubs can register for the national federation, and then gradually establish cooperation with some international bodies, and then we can try to push a little bit internationally, and then maybe we can cooperate with some organization as a FEI. It's maybe more for the sports area, and HETI maybe more for the education and the therapy part. We'll see in the future. So, and about the international network, still, I would like to invite you for all our events, what we are organizing. For example, on Saturday, this Saturday, 3rd of May, we are in Brno, we are organizing our national competition. Till today, I have entries with 53 athletes. So it means we will compete all day from the morning till the evening. We have maybe 4 PADD and maybe 3 or 4 teams. So if you are traveling, you can visit Brno. Everybody knows where Brno is. And then in autumn, in October or November, we would like to organize our paravaulting camp for the 3rd time. So if you are interested, again, you are very welcome for the paravaulting camp. And it will be for 3 days, and they will meet all our friends from the foreign countries. So hope to see you, everybody over there. The dates will be set very soon, and the place, I think, again, it will be in Brno, but we will see. Okay, that's all from my side. Thank you so much. If you have any question right now, or you can see my email, Markéta's email, our phone, so you can call us, you can write us, you can connect us however you want.
Jana?
Yeah.
Anya raised her hand before me, so
Yes.
But you can be first, no problem, because you said you had some questions. I heard this before.
oh yeah, thanks.
You want to start? Yes, too.
But ladies first all the time, so okay, I'll go for it. Jana, I have a couple of questions. So first, I'm just curious about the official required equipments for the competitions. You know,
Equipment.
Yeah, for the equipments, like for the horse equipments. I mean, the equine equipments, like pad, for instance. Is it like a specific brands to for all the clubs and for the players, athletes? I mean, yeah.
Okay, the equipment is very important to have good equipment for the horse. For example, like Middle Europe, Czech Republic, Poland, we don't have any brand for vaulting, paravaulting. So we are buying everything from France, Germany, maybe Austria, but usually from Germany or from France. So, because, for example, the pet, now we have a very professional pet. It's not cheap. How can I say? It's a little bit more expensive, but the pet has a carbon plate in the middle of the pet, and it's very safety for the horseback.
The horse. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. And the other question. For the athletes, okay, for the sports clothes, like the t-shirt and the tights for the athletes, okay. So let's say, is it also effective to get more scores during the competition?
It means on which level your nation is.
Okay.
It means because if you are talking only about the adapted physical activity, or if you are talking more about the sports activity.
No, I mean for the paravaulting competition.
Okay.
So we are competing with a team. Okay. So everybody in the team, okay, they wear some, specific sports equipments like the sports pants and the t-shirt. And also for the girls, as far as I can see, the makeups and the hairstyle, things like that. Do they get like additional, I don't know, like, just asking for the curiosity, do they get kind of like additional scores during the competition if they have like, if they already prepared like in advance, very well organized, things like that? Do they get additional scores?
If the team, for example, looks similar, or if they fit to the music, and if the perform is it's going with the music, so it can help a little bit.
Okay.
But as we say, we don't want to make a circus, so we don't want to make how can I say, special makeup or special painting of the face, and like we used normal, and now we are coming maybe more calm down than previous years.
Okay, because for instance in gymnastic, for instance, I mean they put like makeups the girls, and then they just like a specific hairstyle, things like that. So we do that, and that's why I ask you. So another question, Jana, sorry, during the competition, okay, the transaction from one position to the other one, okay, they show one movement and then they switch from one movement to the other one. Do they get like additional, I don't know, do they from the transition they do not get any score, right?
No, for the transition, if it's not dynamic elements, for example, from the neck you can roll forward to the back and then roll backside. This is a dynamic elements which you can get a score. But these dynamic elements we have only maybe 3-4. It's very difficult. It's very so if there is transition, so it must be fluent. They will not get a score, but they can get the deduction.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah, if it's not softly.
And regarding the judges, how long does it take, the education, Jana?
1 year.
1 year. Okay. In 1 year. Oh, that's
1 year, because it's not daily education. It's the instructors, they have time maybe in the evening they can do some e-learning. So, and we have the competition during a year, so you can start in January and then you can do in October the final exam.
Okay. And do the judge, do they need to renew their certificates, or after they get their certificate to be a judge, so it is going to be forever for them? Or do they also, I don't know, in 2 years, maybe every 3 years, 4 years, they have to take also some, I don't know, additional education?
No, we have only refreshing.
Okay.
It's not exam, it's only refreshing with our all judges 1 in 2 years.
Okay. Okay, and for the I think this is the last one, Jana. Sorry. So you said that depending on the situation, there can be 2 judges or 3 judges, right? So how do you get the mean value of the scores from each judge?
Yes, if it's 3 judges, you can divide it by 3. If it's 2 judges, you can divide it by 2.
Mean value. Okay, the mean score. Right. Thanks a lot, Jana, for the
You're welcome.
as always. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Anya.
Hello, nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
I've got 2 questions. What's about our OneDrive we had with all the information about the paravaulting? We started with Minna and you. Is this the one you will put all the presentations and all the information on, or will there be a new one?
For the project, what we have the websites under our federation, so it must be separated, and we put them there as all these previous webinars. There is a link.
But is it already there? Is it already there?
Yes, I think, yeah, all these 5 or maybe 4 previous webinars are already there. I can send, or maybe I can ask somebody to send the link to the chat.
That will be good, because I've always looked on the OneDrive we did with Minna, and I didn't see all the old presentations because there were 2 seminars I couldn't take part, and so I didn't get the information.
Yes.
And so that would be great, because then I can watch them a bit later. And this time the invitation was very late, so I couldn't give this or pass this on to our judges, which would be very interested. Do you have national vaulting judges which do they do both paravaulting and vaulting, or is this really special?
We have only one.
Okay, because we have in Germany quite a lot of vaulting judges who are teacher for special education, physiotherapists, and do therapeutic riding, educational riding, vaulting. So they already do both, and we invite them to be a judge in this competition, because we know that they are very good prepared, and we have nearly the same scores like you, but not the difficulties. We didn't change the difficulties, but we don't score the difficulty.
Okay.
This is our thing. So they don't have to learn new, but they have all the other things they score, like they are used to be in the WBO, which is a lower vaulting part. So they can use this as well. And do you have a lot of inclusive teams, like unified teams?
No, we don't have so many, but we have one category. Besides physical and mental, we have one category, like open category.
Yeah.
And this category can compete as individuals, but like friendly hobby category, and they can be in the teams. But it's not very usual, and it's not, how can I say, compulsory to have one unified person inside a team. So it's open. If you have, you can, but only one. If you don't have, it can be team only with mental handicap. So we don't have so much unified teams for now.
Yeah. So because we do this very in our club special, and in a lot of vaulting clubs, we try to do this inclusive.
Yes,
so in our competitions, this is always allowed.
Yes.
So,
but for example, if you would like to come to compete in Czech competition, you can come with your unified team.
Yeah. We were really interested, but it's so far away from us, because we are the other side. We are near to Belgium and France than to you. And I try to fix it. We do a camp in Germany as well, and we do a competition in our part of Germany, which is called Rhineland, and we have in our championship there, we have a para-vaulting individual and teams.
So we can come to Germany.
Yeah, you can come. You're always invited. And so we do it in our vaulting competition.
Yeah,
the normal vaulting competition is open with this special competition.
That's good.
So we try this. But I'm very interested to get it on international, and I hope we will be on the way.
Hope so. During this project, we would like to build the rules, at least the basics of international rules and the guidelines. So maybe because each nation can have their own rules according to the nation habits and kids and everything, but we can do some international consensus, how can I say? So we'll see.
Okay. Super. Thank you very much, and hope you see you one time again.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Hi, hello to everyone.
Hello.
Can I ask my question?
Sure. Hello.
Okay, Jana, could you explain how the horse inspection procedure looks like before the competitions?
Okay. So we have horse inspection only before the Czech national championship. And this horse, and in all other competition, we don't have the horse inspection, but the veterinarian must be present in all competition. Just look if everything is okay. But we don't have examination inspection. But if there is a Czech championship, so the horse inspection is the same as normal horse competition, like going walking near the horse, trot, walk, turn to the right side, and then on the line they are trotting, walking, and the veterinarian looks if the horse is okay, if they are fit to compete.
Okay,
and that's it. Yes, man.
Hi to all. I hope the Turkish side didn't fulfill all the question box because Selçuk asked approximately 8 or 9 questions in one time. I hope we will not fulfill our box, right?
No, you are very welcome.
Okay.
Come on.
I really wonder that may I escape the information. Sorry about that already now. The athletes should have to follow the line from the easy behavior or easy movement to difficult. Are there any hierarchical line to follow for the athletes?
No, everything is individually. If they are able to do only easy, for example, physical disability level 3, they can do generally only easy, maybe some middle difficulties. So they can do the freestyle with all these movement, only sitting and turning in a sitting position, and that's it. So if they are able to do difficulty, it's up to them and up to coach. There is no restriction. It means this category, the final score is, for example, 5 or 4.5 because they can't get the highest point. And if they are enough able to do, for example, 10 elements with difficult, so they can have the highest score.
Okay, another small question. Do they give you information sheet before the race, or they can do whatever they want and you can give your point according to fluence of the coordination?
The second part is correct. They don't give us anything. So the judge is scoring what they see. Actually, in this second, what they can see, they can score.
I see.
So sometimes the freestyle should be, for example, 10, 12 elements, and maybe some lady is doing 20 and 25, and we can get them out of the horse. And everything is scoring, of course.
Okay, last question is that you informed us you have a camp, right?
Yes.
In which city you will make it?
Brno. You know the
Okay.
city?
No, I don't know. Because of that, I asked it. Can you say again? I didn't hear that.
Brno.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much.
Okay. Thank you so much too. Elenka.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
The question I made it, Jana, was about the exercise. Hello, Wanda. About the exercises that we can make, and which ones are the easy, the medium, or the difficult, Jana? Which one can be considered? You have those first exercises, the flag, the mist, and all of that. Those are the exercises that we can make, for example, in freestyle, or we can make different exercises.
Different. It's not, how can I say, it's only a template, what you can do and how you can score it. But this is freestyle. You can do whatever you want. And it's about the judge, how can I say, imagination or fantasy, how they can put the elements to the degree of difficulty. Because the basic rules, if you are holding with hands, with legs, it's easy. If you put one hand, it's middle. If you put both hands, it's difficult. Sometimes, if you can't push with hands, leg, it's the like how can I say, most difficulties how you can do it. So it's D. If you're sitting, it's easy. If you're kneeling, it's middle. If you stand, it's difficult.
And we don't have like rules to follow, Jana, you know, like...
It's so difficult to make rules because they can do whatever they want. It's freestyle, so it's very difficult to like to force them to do only this catalog of elements.
But for example, for easy exercises, it's written that if you have both hands and if you have the legs, it's an easy exercise. That's yes. Kind of things are written.
Yes, it can be. It can be the rule. And usually, if you are in some kind of position and you just put one hand, but the one hand is on the third finger, it's middle. Because every time you can push the second leg. So, second hand, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and how many is this? And we have the time limit, right? We have a limit time to make the... No. Like you were saying to Okan. We can do whatever we want.
No, we don't know. Whatever they want, but only 10 most difficult elements are counting to the degree of difficulty.
Okay.
So it means do 10 elements as much difficult as you are able to do.
Okay, and we have time to do it? We have like a limit time?
No time limit. No time limit. So they can do maybe 10 minutes the freestyle, but each element, it's counting to the technical performance, as you can understand me. Not to degree of difficulty, but performance. If you have 10 elements with some deduction, so it means your final score, it's not too big, too high, than if you have 30 elements. Maybe I can explain it with paper.
Okay. Then you show me. Yeah, you show me.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. But I know it is not easy because they have to score 3 different parts in like one freestyle, and in vaulting now they have separates. Degree of difficulty is one judge. Artistic score or performance is different judge. So they can focus only on difficulty or performance. But our judges, they have to score everything. So it's not easy, really. We can make it easier if we can talk about international rules. We can kick out the difficulty. We can score only the performance. It's up to us. It's maybe the most easiest way we can use. That's it. We'll see.
May I ask something, Jana?
Sure. Hello.
Hello, everybody. First of all, thank you very much for presentation, Jana. As I say every time, you are my hero. My questions about classification. First, do you believe that this current classification provide the equality, or how can I say, justice? Do you believe that in competition? And how can we reach them? How can we find the details of the classification?
You mean the details from the children or from the parents? Or
classification of the athletes, children,
yes,
paravaulter in competition.
Já ani nerozumím otázce.
Já jsem taky trošku nerozuměla.
Právě proto se ptám, nerozumím otázce.
Maybe we don't understand the question so much. So how you can reach the documentation from the children's? Or
na co se Kirše ptal?
Yes. How can I find it? How can I access the classification system?
Jak získá klasifikační systém?
Na setkání v Brně.
Markéta?
Yep.
You understand?
I'm here.
You can answer?
Yeah, I understand, but I don't know how I understand right. The classification documents, it's about the national organization. So if you have the children with mental handicap, you need the classification, or you need some report from psychiatric diagnostic or psychology or other specific organization who is with depend the mental disability and the physical disability. It's from the physiotherapist or from the doctor. So we don't have any special documents and any special protocol. We've got only the agreement from the parents of children, from the competitor, but the document it's depend the disability, mental or physical. If I understand right, and you understand me, what I say.
Markéta, thank you very much. I think you understand me, but I couldn't hear you exactly now because of my connection. Sorry. I wonder that things, full classification system, Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. There's a system for classification. For example, one group is physical impairment. Let's say about motor ability. One group, another group, mental disorders group. Probably, I'm not sure, but they have 2 or 3 groups, under groups, and a lot of physical impairment groups. So how can you divide the groups? What is the minimum limits for every class?
It's very difficult to say because
how do you organize the class?
It's very difficult because for the physical disability, we have to know what type of physical disability the competitor has. For the mental disability, maybe the separate mental disability is in intellectual disability in class 3. But it depends how the competitor can promote the exercise on the competitions. So it's a little bit difficult to say the cerebral palsy is the physical disability free because it's a problem because they've got a problem with fine motor skills or gross motor skills. And we need to know the dates from the doctor or the dates from the psychology.
Jestli můžu jenom k tomu trošičku, rozdělení do klasifikací vychází z klasického dělení FEI pro paradresuru. Vlastně vycházíme ze systému, který je nastavený pod FEI a jen ho dáváme dohromady, ten systém se nastavuje pro paravoltage.
We try to have the same system, FEI organization for the paradressage sports, and we try to copyright the same system for the grades, especially for the physical disabilities, because the FEI don't have the mental disability.
A mentální postižení vychází z v podstatě Special Olympics Games nebo podle něčeho podobného. Že vlastně se snažíme vyjít ze systému, který funguje a jenom ho potřebujeme nastavit na zkušenosti v paravoltage.
We tried to have the same system for the mental disability as the Special Olympic Games, but we need to I don't know how I say, jak se řekne přizpůsobit?
Sorry, if I understand right, you are saying that
accommodate
we use
paravaulting.
International. Okay.
For the international,
so you are saying
yeah.
we can use the International Paralympic Committee classification system, right?
Otázka?
Yeah,
like
for the like paradressage, yes, for the physical disability, because they've got the grades 1, 2, and 3, and they've got the classificators.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
okay. But they are not in International Paralympic Committee. You know, as you know,
yes.
There are not a classification system. There aren't classification system for mental disorders, right?
Yeah. We know. So we try to accommodate our system to the system of Special Olympic Games because they've got the mental disability.
Okay, perfect. So you have a different system. So can you share that system with us?
Yeah. We try to share.
Thank you very much.
I think it's very important to have the international system, especially for the mental disability. So we try to share the system for the classification of the mental disability with other countries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Markéta. And Wanda, thank you very much.
Market, prosím tě znovu, jenom prosíme všechny zúčastněné, kdo u nich v každé zemi může klasifikovat mentální postižení, aby nám to pomohlo, jaký dokument potřebujeme.
Jo.
Protože v každé zemi je to jiné.
Já jim pošlu ten link znova ještě.
Jo.
Okay, so I will send you the link with some question and some request who can classify the mental disabilities. But I think Turkish team already done it, so I will ask all the others to fill the questionnaire, and then we can make some solution how we can do international classification system.
Díky.
Jo. It's not easy. Classification, it's really, really difficult. So any more questions?
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much to all.
No question.
Love you.
No
Okay,
question.
so if there are no questions, if I'm not mistaken, then I would like to thank to our presenters for the excellent content and also for answering all the questions. The recording of the webinar will be available as usually on the project website. And if you should have any more questions in the meantime, please do not hesitate to get in contact with our Jana Tomišková or myself, and I can redirect you. And please have a lovely evening, and we are looking forward to the next phase of the project.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hope to see you.
Thank you so much. Bye. And please, the team, wait a little bit.
Bye. Thank you very much.